back to Creative Tuesdays with Liz. I am very excited again to be here today, and as we come together and create our tinfoil drawing. These look really super cool, shiny, neat. They just really turn out looking really good. So what you will need for today's project is just some regular household, a roll of aluminum foil or tin foil, and you'll need some construction paper, some scissors, glue, and some permanent markers. It needs to be permanent markers that you are going to color with on the tin foil. So you will probably need, the reason we're going to use construction paper is this is what we are going to glue our tin foil on, as to kind of give it kind of a matte frame look around it. So when you get ready to cut your piece of tin foil, you're going to want it to be like maybe a 1/2 inch smaller on each side than your construction paper. So that way you'll be able to see whatever color you choose will be kind of like a border piece for your aluminum foil drawing. So like if this piece of paper here, it is a 9 inch by 12 inch. So I'm going to want my aluminum foil to be about 8 inches by 11 inches. And that way it'll be about a 1/2 inch smaller around the whole, kind of the border will be. So you can measure your tin foil, or you could just start drawing all over the whole thing and then cut you a piece that would fit on it. But I'm going to go ahead and cut me a piece of tin foil. So like I said, I will do an 8 by 11. So I'm going to have it going from here . 11 from here to here, and then by 8 inches. So then I'll have it coming up to here. Alright, so I'm going to just get my scissors and cut my tinfoil piece so that it will fit smaller on my piece of colored construction paper. And you know what, it doesn't even have to be just a rectangle like your construction paper. You could cut any type of shape out. It could be a circle, a triangle, a letter, the letter for your first name, anything. It does not have to be just a plain rectangle piece of tinfoil that you're going to color on and do your art on. So I want you to have fun with this. I don't want you to feel like there are right and wrong rules to follow. The only rule is to enjoy creating. That's the only rule that you have. And of course, you know, don't cut anything that you shouldn't be cutting or color on something you shouldn't be coloring on. Just to say. So I am going to finish cutting my piece of tin foil. And cut it across here too. And you know, I've always seen little life hacks online. I've never done this, so I don't know how well it looks. But I've always seen life hacks online that when you cut aluminum foil, that's a good way to sharpen your scissors. So that may or may not be accurate or work like it should, but I have seen like I've kind of read that a lot online with some stuff. So see, my tin foil is smaller, and that way when I glue it down, I'll see a border of this color around my art piece. You can have it, your border being more if you wanted it to. Anyway. Now, when it comes time for the drawing, you can do a scribble drawing like what we've done before in the past, or you could draw a picture of something in particular, like maybe yourself or your house or your family or your friends, anything, a flower, anything at all that you wanted to do. You could just draw something that's abstract and doesn't look very real, or you could draw something kind of realistic. So, but it will have to be permanent markers. Any colors will do. So any color you choose. I'm just getting out a big handful here. So, and I think that I am going to do a scribble drawing piece. So I'm just going to do a big scribble here. All right. So I've got my scribble on, and now I am just going to go in, and I think I'm just going to color some certain areas. And you might find out like some colors show up brighter than others. I'll move this box out of the way. Some colors might show up brighter than others, and if you want to color over a section that you've already colored on, if you didn't like it, that is fine too. So you can decorate this or do any type of drawing that you want to do. And it's fun sometimes just to start drawing and see what happens, see what comes out. Sometimes you'll be very, very surprised if you just kind of start to draw and you don't have a plan and you just kind of see what happens. So you can just start to color in any way that you want to. Make it look anyway. Like I said, it can be abstract, realistic. I hope that everybody enjoyed the hot air balloon last week, the hot air balloon project, and that it was just something kind of fun for you, and I hope that you enjoy this project as well. So I just think I'm going to color in. To me, it kind of looks like a harp. I feel like I see a harp in mine, but I'm not going to outline it and make the harp, I don't think. I'm just getting some really neat colors in here that I like. So it's really easy to color with the permanent marker on your aluminum foil or tin foil. And it has to be this, because if you use like a regular marker, then whenever you touched it, I mean, the color would just rub right off. But the permanent marker keeps it kind of in place. It doesn't wipe off. So you just keep on decorating, make this look any way you want to. And if you're drawing and you look at it and you think, okay, yeah, I'm finished, and then you start looking at it some more and you think, well, no, I'm not, I want to add something else, then you add something else to it. So I really want this just to be something you enjoy. I'm sure everybody that is in schools right now, if you're in schools, I know you're probably getting ready for the summertime and to just finally kick back and have a break from school and classes and classwork. So, but we can just hang in there these last few little weeks and we can make it and make good choices. And I know sometimes it's really hard to make good decisions and make good choices when you're tired and you're worn out, but I know that we can all do it. We can do it. And this blue kind of looks the same as that green I just used. It kind of turns out the same. So I'm not going to use too much of this. I'll just go with a different color. Some orange. I'll throw some orange in there. This orange ends up really bright and nice. But yeah, so this is just something a little fun, something a little different to color on. You know, it's a different kind of surface than paper is. Paper, especially if you use a marker on paper, the paper kind of absorbs some of the wetness from the ink. And you'll notice that when you're coloring on the tinfoil, it does not do that. It doesn't absorb that. So just, you know, it's always fun to just experiment and try different art techniques on different surfaces and just find out what you like. So you're just going to keep coloring, decorating, make any kind of picture that you want to. So yes, this is very fun. I like this. I like the way the marker just colors on the tin foil. So, but you can keep on going. You can fill it up. Like I said, do you a scribble, or you could just do a drawing. You could even write like your favorite Bible verse or your favorite quote or anything like that. Or just color and see what turns out. Alright, I think this is looking really good. I really like this. I feel like I could do this for a while, just kind of sitting here coloring on the tin foil. I like it. But yeah, so hopefully you'll enjoy this. And you know, you might find that through the different art projects that we've done that you enjoy working with chalk pastels more, or you enjoy watercolor. So that's just, there's so many different art techniques and different materials to use out there, so that, you know, you can just experiment and find what you like best. So you will get your picture colored on your aluminum foil. And then just to show you, I'm going to go and cut out mine along the outside. Just to show you, you don't have to, it does not have to be just a rectangle. It can be any type of shape. So I'm just going to cut all out the outline here that I've got, even though I didn't finish coloring it yet. And then you can go back and smooth it out. Here we go, I'm almost finished. Just wanted to give you guys an idea. And if you're not finished working when the video ends, then you just keep right on working. You don't have to stop just because the video is stopped or anything like that. But see, you could glue down any type of shape from your tin foil, aluminum foil, and just glue that down with your glue stick or anything. Glue it right in place. Get that glued down there. My dog over here is getting a little restless, I think. So see, I hope that I would love to see these. So please take a picture of your artwork and post it on social media and tag us, the Lancaster County Council of the Arts, in it, so that we can just see what everybody's doing. I really like this, so I'm really interested in seeing what everybody's done. So next week we will come together and create a fabric sailboat collage. So you will need construction paper or cardstock or thick cardboard. You're going to need scissors and glue. You will need different scraps of fabrics that if your mom or your grandma or somebody sews and they have just some fabric scraps laying around, just get you some fabric scraps that have different patterns and designs on them, and we will come together and create our sailboat collage next week. I'll see you then. Thanks.